guys, it's your girl Renee from Renee's Garden Adventure. And I just came out today because I wanted to show you guys what I saw coming out my back door. Because Chunky done had his children and now they are out in my backyard just roaming around. So I want to show you what they are starting to leave at the back of my door. Check this out. All right, do you see this? Let me zoom in. Look at that. I got rabbit poop at the back of my door. This is my door I come out of right here. And when I come out, I was like, what is that stuff? First, I thought it was lizard poop because, I got stripey and I got that new lizard that I showed you guys. But this ain't happening. So what I'm going to do is I have my little leaf blower and I'm going to blow this poop off of my deck. Yes, I am. Because I can't be having this stuff, me stepping on that and bringing that mess in my house. That ain't happening. So let me show you one more time. Look at that. See if I can get it. Look at that. Poop. Like little nuggets. No, we ain't having that. Sorry I had to show you that, but I wanted you guys to see what I'm dealing with. All right, you guys. So I have wanted to show you guys my winter sowing containers. Remember the one that I had a tomato and then I had a lavender and then I had that Genevieve basil plant. Those are the only three that did really well for me. So look at my San Marzoni tomato. Look at the date that I planted it. You guys see that? And look at it. It is coming out of the top of this planter. So we are going to take this tomato out of here and we are going to plant it because we're supposed to get like some rain for the next few days. So we're going to plant that out. And then this one was my lavender. And you guys see it through the container. I don't know if you guys can see it through there. Do you see the lavender in there? Look at that. So I have like one sprig of lavender that I'm going to plant right here in this container right next to me. And then we had our basil, our Genevieve basil, the ones that I went to Home Depot and they had them on sale for 4 for $10. And that sale goes on until the 28th. So if you haven't had an opportunity to go to Home Depot, you still have time. So this is what it's looking like, you guys. Let me see. And I planted this on February 2025. Can you guys see in there? See the basil? That looks pretty good in there. So I'm going to open this up too. And I'm going to plant that out. So I have 3 things I want to plant out. But this is what I wanted to show you guys too. Is that I had some of my plants that I had on my grow table upstairs. But there's all these gnats and stuff are starting to get a little out of control. So this is a melon plant. One of the ones that Lisa sent me. I'm going to try to get this planted out. And then I have my candy cane pepper, which is starting to yellow. So I need to get that out. And then I have another one of, this is a cantaloupe that I want to get out so it can start doing what it needs to do. And this is my bell peppers. I think this is a red bell pepper that I'm gonna get rid of and get planted out. And then I have some other bell peppers over here on this section that are still kind of small, but still. I'm gonna leave these in the trays out here and let them get some of this Mother Nature's miracle water that we're supposed to be getting, and that should help out the bell peppers really good. So, and I have one of the cotton plants that I'm going to put out here. And because some of these have all these gnats and stuff out here, and that's another reason why I'm bringing these plants out. So gnats and stuff, they can deal. And this is one of the cotton plants that I grew. I have 2 more in the house. But the cotton plant looks really good. I think what I'll do with this is that I think I'm going to up pot it and put it in a bigger pot. But I want the rain and stuff to have an opportunity to let it grow and get some of that good rainwater as well. So these are the true leaves that I'm taking off of this one. And I think once it gets outside and gets in some good soil, then it'll start doing what it's supposed to do. Because as you can see, it has new leaves right here growing. So that's a good sign. All right, so let's pop open these containers and see if we can get this thing started. I brought some scissors out here, and we're going to see if I can get into this container, which I seem like I can do. And take this all off. There we go. You guys can see it better now. See? Look. You guys see the lavender? It looks a lot better. But hey, none of the other ones germinated, so I'm thankful for these two. So, like I said, I'm going to put that in this pot over here. But this is the tomato I want to see. We're going to open this bad boy right here. Try not to mess with the top part, because that's the part that is coming out the bottom. So let me see if I can cut this tape off of here. Cut it off of here and see what it's looking like. Because I've never grown one of these. So I don't know how many seeds are stuck in here. But if I can just save this one that I have that is growing out the top, I think that would be great. We pull it out nicely and gently. Yeah. Some of the other ones don't look so great, but this looks like the strongest one out of them all. So I'll probably just clip these other ones out of here. Yeah, I'll just take these other ones out of here. These ones that don't look so good. And then I'll just mainly just keep this one. Pull these ones. See if I can pull the whole block out of here. There you go. You can see it better. See how it looks? The top one looks really good, but the ones at the bottom, they don't look so well. See how they look at the bottom? So that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to pop the bad ones off. You sit that right here. Put this container apart. And I'm going to put the good one in here. These little ones that I don't need, pull them off. Try to keep that one good one. This one, take all the bottom leaves off of them. So when I plant it, it'll be all ready to rock and roll. I'll just sit it back in the container. Hopefully, it will grow nicely for me. All right. Stripped it. And then I'm going to, they got another little baby one on the side. But when I plant it, I'm going to try to plant it as deep as I can. So to give this stem right here some stability. But as you can see, the top part looks really, really good. So I'm happy about that. So let me open up this basil. And we're going to pop that right here with this tomato. All right, let's open up this one and see. Mosquitoes out here. Ain't no joke. So the girl got to hurry up and get this done. Whew. Okay, let me see if I can open this one. Let me try. I want to cut the. There we go. That's what that looks like. One of the basils. That came out really good. All right, so let me get all set up, and we're going to take you over to the area where we're going to plant this, And we're going to get these things planted in the ground. Let me find my trowel, which is over here. All right, let's take this over to our spot and get these all planted in. All right, you guys, so this is the section where I'm going to put that San Marconi tomato over here. And I have other tomatoes, the ones I purchased from Home Depot. Remember the sale 4 for $10? So I'm going to put it right over in the corner so it can have some kind of stability and make sure that everything is looking good. So let's dig this hole. And we're going to stick this bad boy right on in there. I try to dig it as deep as I possibly can. And then we'll just stick it in there. So I think if I put it here, it should be okay. I know this bed isn't the deepest, but I'm going to stick it in here. Deep as we can. And then I'll just have to put a cage on it because I don't think that hole is going to be as deep as I wanted it to be. But let's see. No, it's not too bad. Just got to give it some support, which I did, which is good. Now let's put that basil there so it can kind of like help it with some protection. So I can smell this basil, the other basils that I've already planted over here. See if I can get that in there. Come on, basil. You work so hard to grow. Don't mess up now. And I got to make a tag. Let's stick this basil right in front of here. I see why people say you should plant this basil because it has such a strong aroma. And child, it does. All right. Get that in there. So that's all planted. I'll throw these away because they have served their purpose. So let me show you the other tomatoes that I purchased from Home Depot. Let me show you. And then I'll show you my surprise that I purchased. All right, so let me bring you down. So this first one is a yellow boy tomato. See? Look at that. Straighten this up some. See? So that's the yellow boy. And then this is a better boy right here. And then I said Genevieve basil. I planted right in front of them. And then I have, this was called a Brandywine Red right here with some more basil. And then this is a San Marconi tomato we just planted and the basil. So I'm so excited. So you guys ready to see what I purchased for my surprise for my garden? Dun 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 dun. Let's walk over there and let's take a look at it. You probably can see it from here. Let's see. Let me walk up there closer. Hold on. Let me get my weapon of choice just in case. But let me show you what I'm talking about. I purchased this from Aldi's, and look, isn't that beautiful? It's one of those windsock. See, you turn it. Isn't that pretty? And look how it looks from a distance. Isn't that gorgeous? And it just goes so well with the garden. And look at the beautiful colors up close and personal. Look at that. Look at the vibrant colors. I just love it. So I just wanted to show you guys this. I got it from Aldi's, and I think it was no more than $14.99. I think it was no more than $15, and it was easy to put together. It has a little stake that you put down in the bottom, and then it has those little claw um, little hooks on the side. And what I did is I just dug a big hole, sunk it down as much as I could, and then I just covered it with the soil. But it looks beautiful. So that's what I wanted to show you guys. Another new addition to Renee's garden adventure. Woohoo! So now let's find a spot and put that I think it was a cantaloupe. That's the next thing we need to get in the ground. Let's go do that. For sure, for sure. Sorry. Trying to get my gloves off if the camera's shaking. All right, you guys. So I decided that is where I'm going to put the cantaloupe. And as you can see over here, look at this. Over here, I put cucumber, and I have a little trellis right behind it. So I'm going to do the same thing with the cantaloupe. I'm just going to get it planted today. And then after all the rain and stuff, I'm going to come back and put a trellis on it. So let me go get our melon. Okay, so this is Lisa's melon right here. I'm going to put it right in this container right here. So let's get that planted. Right in the middle here. Put this here so I'll know what it is. All right, Lisa, your melon is planted. Woohoo! Good job. All right, let's go see what else we can put in while I'm out here. All right, you guys. So I think I'm going to put the um, other melon in this little raised bed here until I can find a better place, but I at least want to get it in the soil. So let me weed all these weeds out of here. And then we're going to stick that bad boy right in here. This is where I grew my parsnips last year. So, melon, come in here and do what you do. Yeah, this is a cantaloupe. So we're going to stick this cantaloupe right in here. And push it down. Make a spot. So I'll leave this so I'll know what it is. Put the sign back because I have my one of my leftover sweet potato plants right here in the corner. So, all right. Well, they all are in. And look, one of my onions, it's getting one of their scapes on it. Look. Isn't that beautiful? So it's doing what it's supposed to be doing, you guys. So all my other plants are starting to look good. So I think I've got everything in that I wanted to get in because I want to make sure when it rains, it's supposed to rain like at 3 um in the morning. So when I'm sleeping, whoop, these birds, boy, they be flying low as they want to be. So I'll be able to know that they're getting all that wonderful water that they're supposed to be getting. So with that being said, I am done. I can go in and I can feel comfortable that everything I wanted. Look at my daylilies. Look at that. See my daylilies? They are starting to come in. And then over here is one of my sunflower plants that I planted. So happy, happy, happy. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it here. Have a wonderful day. Have a blessed day. And Miss Renee will see you in the next video. Okay, guys, love you all and take care.